Then he says, truly the yogi feels no elation, though he abides in the exalted state yearned for by Indra and all the discontented gods. This is very important also to see that in India, in our mythology, it is very common to see that when a sage comes to the recognition of the self, achieves this illumination or enlightenment, then it is depicted that all the gods gather around and shower the sage with flowers and blessings. Because no matter what the realm of the experience is, no matter what the quality of the experience is, if you're still attached to experiences, if you're still attached to life being a certain way, even if the experiences are the most sublime, then that attachment itself makes us burdened. The attachment makes us identify. So it doesn't matter in which realm this illumination happens. It is what all beings in this clay are yearning for. But the yogi is not feeling special. The yogi, the sage, is not feeling special about himself or herself. He just thinks that it's such a regular, simple discovery that I was never a person. All this was just a presumption. And it sees no distinction between itself and any other being that seems to appear. The sage remains in equanimity. Surely one who knows that with a capital T, is not touched by virtue or vice, just as space is not touched by smoke, though it seems to be. What does this mean? When doership itself is drawn, when the truth is seen to be that, when it is seen that all these actions are moving on their own, how can that be concerned about choices and all of these presumptions and ideas? Just as space is not touched by smoke, though it seems to be. And what we are talking about is the grandparent of space. This space that we are experiencing now is the product of our own being. So that awareness within which this being takes birth, with the birth of this sense of existence, of time, space, and all other phenomenal forces. So if this space itself, this worldly phenomenal sense of space itself is untouched by any appearance within it, how can that which is so much prior to this space, how can that one be hurt? Which smoke can affect that space? You are that one, that space which is beyond this space. Verse 4, who can prevent the great soul who knows the universe as self from living life as it comes? So, it is not that this one who knows that the universe is arising within me is leading life with this intent I'm going to live my life now. Nobody can stop me. It is not what the sage is saying, that if there is a primal urge within awareness itself to experience its own being in this way, who can stop that? Who can stop the waking state from coming? State has to come, when dream state has to come, it just comes. Fulfilling this primal urge, that which you truly are, to experience yourself as this, cannot be stopped. There are many who are forcing themselves to move away from trying to control their such a way that it does not move and remains only in awareness. This is also a fallacy, because that happens every night in sleep, where attention itself seems to dissolve. With the waking state, the phenomenal world will be experienced. That which gets our attention, that comes to life. So it is not about forcing attention. In some practices, under some guidance from a sage, if something is being suggested, that is okay. But don't try to control your attention too much. Allow it to go free. You cannot leave home. You can only report back to yourself. Allow your attention to relax, then you will find that this world seems to lose a lot of its bite. It seems to relax. Of the four kinds of beings, from Brahma to a blade of grass, only the sage can renounce aversion and desire. So whatever, that's what I was saying, that whatever the realm might be that you are experiencing, even if you are the god, like Indra was the god of the heavens, the lord of thunder, and the lord of rain. Even if you have these supernatural abilities, if you're still identified with separation, you're still a burden beast. Only a sage who has renounced concepts about everything can be said to be the true renunciate. It's not really about the material renouncing, it is about the mental renouncing, about the simple openness. The last verse of this chapter. Rare is he who knows himself as one with no other, Advaita. One with no other is Advaita. There are no two. The Lord of the universe. He acts as he knows, and he is never afraid. So this is dangerous knowledge for the mind, but for the true seeing, it's very natural. For a sage to speak these words, that even the Lord of the universe actually appears within me, goes back to sleep within me, is very natural. But if these kind of powerful words are given to the mind, then they can seem like big, big potential for spiritual ego. So as you hear these words, know that there is nothing special in this. There is nothing special about you. This is just God playing with itself. And with this we end chapter 4. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.